Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So I'm so excited. I feel like I always start off every video like that, but I'm really excited for this video because it is going to be another addition to my college advice series. Okay, whew, I'm melting. By the way, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Brelynn. A little bit of background about me. I do attend Spelman College, which is an HBCU, and what else? I'm gonna be a senior, and I am a biology major. I'm originally from Largo, Maryland, and yeah. And I'm gonna tell you guys today 10, what's the title of this video? 10 things that you need to know about attending an HBCU. So yeah, I'm gonna be a senior, so I feel like I really know what I'm talking about now. Like freshman year, I don't know why I was making videos after freshman year, but now I know what I'm talking about. So I'm so excited to share with you guys my tips. A little bit more than 10, but we're gonna try to make this video as short as possible. So go ahead, grab a snack, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into the video. Okay, the first thing that you need to know is that you should not expect to fit in with a certain or like a specific group of people. Like, and I mean that in two different ways. There is no specific, there is not a certain kind of person at an HBCU. But that's also to say that like, there's so many different people at HBCUs that like you'll probably fit in with somebody. So with that being said, like don't try and be anyone, don't try and become something. Like I see this a lot with people who come into Spelman College. They feel as though they have to fit this mold of a Spelmanite, and it's like, little do you know, although it is a historically black college, HBCUs are very diverse. There are a lot of different people. People are different based off of their social economic status, based off of their religion, based off of their political views. Like there are a lot of different things that can make people different. And even if you were born in the same neighborhood, like two different people go through two different lives, you know what I'm saying? If you like to wear your hair natural, wear your hair natural. If you're the kind of person that likes to wear weaves or wigs, sis, wear that weave and that wig. If you like to wear your hair braids, if you've worn your hair in braids since you were born out the womb, you've been wearing braids every day. Don't come to college and think that, oh my gosh, go to HBCU now, everybody's so slayed, I have to be my face. If you don't wear makeup, don't wear makeup. If you don't do your hair all the time, don't do your hair. Like just be yourself, because let me tell you, okay, this is a campus full of black people. They can spot the real from the fake. Don't play yourself. Don't come in trying to be somebody that you're not, and don't come in trying to be an image that you see or that you think, because you're gonna be disappointed, and the only person that you're gonna be hurting is yourself. Don't judge people before you meet them, because you don't know their story, you don't know where they come from, you don't know, you know, really them, and don't try to be somebody that you're not, because what you need to know is that there's room for everybody at an HBCU, but there isn't one specific person. So just be yourself. All right, I'm gonna put this in the beginning of the video because I know that y'all gonna ask me, and this is something that you do. This really should be number one that you need to know if you're gonna attend an HBCU. I got a lot to say. Greek life. Okay, so y'all know I got my little notes here that I wrote down. I'm gonna try and get everything that I need to say out, because HBCUs, they do put a lot of pressure on Greeks. Okay, so I wrote here, I said, Greeks are deemed to be some of the most educated, some of the most beautiful, some of the most attractive, some of the most successful people on campus, and that it is okay to admire Greeks. However, it is not okay to worship Greeks. Please understand the difference. It is okay to want to be Greek. It is okay to want to be Greek, but it is not okay for you to do anything to be Greek. Like, you gotta have some standards. I'm not gonna tell you whether or not you should or you should not pledge, because that's not my business. I literally don't care. And then I mean, at the end of the day, you're still gonna have people do it because they want to get girls, or you're gonna have girls do it because they want to, you know, be Miss Popular. But like, you're gonna be in for a rude awakening, because that's not all that it's for. And if you think that you're gonna join a Greek organization in order to be the most popping person on your campus, you're gonna be in a rude awakening, because that's not what it does. My advice would be to be nice to everybody on campus, whether they have letters on their chest or not. Also, girls, you have to be careful with these guys in the fraternities, okay? Like, this is just all things Greek. You have to be careful with guys in fraternities, because they will try to take advantage of you, because especially like if you're a freshman, you're coming in, they will try and take advantage of you because they think that you don't know any better, because you're a freshman and they're Greek, and oh my gosh, I want to be, oh my god, and we could be so cute. And no. Like, you're smarter than that, okay? You're smarter than that. Don't be dumb. Of course, if you find somebody attractive who's in a fraternity, give them a chance, but But I always say keep your guards up when it comes to guys in fraternity, just because they have this ego about them where they feel like they deserve it. Like, I deserve to talk to you because okay, that's great, I'm glad you made it through your process, congratulations on those letters on the chest, they look great on you, but that doesn't mean that you can have me. You still have to work for me like any other guy on this campus would. And if you do not carry yourself that way, ladies, you will get played. Okay, fraternity men talk, and guess who they talk to? The sorority girls. So just I don't want to make this clip too long, like I said, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put it out there, just warning y'all. I'm letting y'all know these are things you need to know going into an HBCU. If you're interested in Greek life, ooh, this is a good one that I didn't even mention. This should have been the first thing. If you're interested in Greek life, shut up. Shut up. Don't tell nobody. Don't ask nobody. I don't know why y'all feel the need to be in my DMs or comment under my videos. What do you want to be? You're never gonna know. Like, you're never gonna know. Don't ask people. Don't ask your roommate. Don't ask your best friend. Don't ask your dorm director. Don't ask your RA. Do not ask. The only people who should know should be the people in the organization. And that's because you should be talking to them. That's it. Okay? On social media, if you, I'm warning y'all, if y'all have anything that is associated with that, when you are not technically associated with them, delete it. Don't do it. Don't play yourself. Yeah, just be careful. I don't want to scare you guys, but just be careful, okay? Just don't tell everybody your business. And I mean, especially at different schools, they work out differently. But if you have friends that go to a PWI and you know y'all are talking on the phone from back home, y'all probably want to go to school, I want to, that's great. But realize that their process is going to be way different than yours. Keep your mouth shut. Okay, number 3. You're at an HBCU, you're surrounded by a lot of black people. This is something that, again, I feel like a lot of Spelmanites, we all come to this realization, like, you're gonna have to find yourself, because all of a sudden it's gonna be a little bit harder to stick out. I noticed this a lot. I necessarily didn't have this problem because I came from a predominantly African-American like environment, so I never felt that need where I'm like, oh, I'm that pretty black smart girl. Like, I've always been, yes, pretty and black and smart, but like there were other girls around me too, and I don't feel intimidated by that, but there are some people who will be. And I mean, same thing for black men. So if you went to a PWI, you would seem like you were extraordinary because, oh my gosh, I've never seen this before in my life. And you're like, I know, yes, I know, here I am at a 4-year institution, I got a scholarship too. But like at HBCU, everybody is the same. Like, we all are probably slaying on the gram. We probably all got some type of scholarship to get here. Like, it really doesn't matter. Like, you have to dig deeper than that. Like, what makes you you, okay? Because if you don't know that, you're gonna get lost, you're gonna get scared. It's something that I really like to tell people before they come into college in general. Like, make sure that you know who you are, because you're gonna meet a lot of people who don't know you. And something that these people do is like, they like to put people in boxes. Like, you kind of remind me of this girl from my high school, so you must be just like this. I don't know that girl. I'm nothing like that girl. That girl has probably not shared anything that I've ever done in my life. She is not me and I am not her. But if you don't know that, and if you cannot define that in your actions and the words, then people will take advantage of that and they will make you who they want you to be. And if that's not who you want to be, but don't get scared, because it's actually fun. I wrote down here, like, at an HBCU, you are surrounded by history makers and people who want to make history. So don't get discouraged and don't get bitter if you're not immediately successful. Like, make sure you know what you think is successful and then just keep working towards that goal. And if you're not successful immediately, do not find competition with everyone that you encounter, because really I feel like an HBCU, it's sad, but sometimes the environment works against each other instead of everybody working together to build up like it should. And I believe that just starts with one person. One person just has to act that way, and then that's what I try and do. So hopefully the generation after me will continue to do that. So don't step on each other because you feel less than, or because you feel insecure. That's weak and that's whack. Build each other up, because that's really what the black community is about. Okay, number 4. Understand that it takes a village, right? We hear this all the time. Your mom probably told you this 30 times trying to pay for your tuition to get into school. But the HBCU, like your university or your college, is a village in itself. And I say this because HBCUs are known for having difficult or I don't want to say difficult, but I'm just gonna say the administration, okay? Financial aid, it's a bit of a struggle. If you went to PWI, it would be easier, it would be simpler, but understand that it takes a village. Everybody is there because they believe in the vision, they believe in the end product, and that's going to be you one day. So don't be mean to the people who are trying to build your success. You know what I'm saying? I know sometimes it gets annoying, it gets frustrating, but just understand that it's all in the work for your better, for your future. Also, I wanted to say that it's important for you to get to know your administration and also the people in your major, bio majors, health science majors. Y'all already know the health careers program, or I don't know, bio club maybe at your institution, whatever it is. Make sure that you know those people, because those are the people who are going to be writing your council letters or your letters of recommendation for the next level, and you need to know them now. That's something that I don't feel like a lot of people say enough, and I say it a lot because I got to my sophomore year and I was like, oh shoot, thank God I realized before it was too late. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yes. Also in this category, it goes with that you are at a historic institution. Emphasis on historic. Okay, it takes a village. So you just need, like, I don't like to hear people complain about, oh my God, you pay so much tuition for that school and the rinky-dinky dorms and da-da-da-da-da-da. It's all about the experience. Okay, it's just the experience. I can't explain it to you. You applied, you accepted, you put your money into the tuition, you moved in. I don't want to hear the mess about it. Like, it is what it is. The desks are not going to be state of the art. You may not have smart boards and touch screens and I don't know, your own bathroom in your dorm room, but there are things that you can get in your experience that other people cannot. So you know this. You already know this going in. I'm just here to remind you so that way I can hear less complaining in the school year, okay? Because I don't like to hear people in my own institution or in my own circle of HBCU brothers and sisters talk down on it when it's like, but you knew what you were getting yourself into. Like, you can go to University of Maryland if you don't want to live in a community bathroom dorm residence area, but you chose here, so there must be a reason why, right? Okay, just making sure. No shade, no tea. I'm not coming for anybody. I'm just saying. Okay, number 5 is to keep your priorities straight. Okay, HBCUs, it's very hard. I feel like all HBCUs are like party schools. You know how like some PWIs, some are party schools, some are just academic. Like, all HBCUs are party schools, okay? It's just the culture. It's just the culture. But you love it, but you have to keep your priorities straight, because although it is a school, like, you are there to get your degree, to graduate, preferably on time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I'm saying? That there are so many parties, especially if you go to a more lit campus like the AUC, whoop whoop, shout out. There will be parties, y'all, for dumb reasons. Like, I don't know if you guys watch one of my vlogs. It was a Cinco de Mayo party called Frico de Mayo. Frico de Mayo? I've never celebrated Cinco de Mayo a day in my life until I got to college. Like, that's the type of stupid stuff that I'm talking about. Mind you, this is like days before finals, right? Stupid. There will be weeks where there will be parties every single day, and you have to decide, like, am I gonna go to these parties? Like, do I want to turn up right now? Is this a priority for me? Like, do I have to go? Is it gonna, like, can I miss this one? Is there something else that I should be doing with my time? Because there's a lot of ways to have fun in college without partying. I feel like partying is that message just scared me on my phone. Whew, and it's hot. But anyway, yeah, you get my gist. You're there for school, not for parties. So just one thing that you should know is that you have to know yourself before you go into school to keep your priorities straight. Like, okay, y'all know me, I don't party on the weekdays. You're not gonna see me at a club promotion party. Oh, let's also talk about that, right? So we're talking about what you need to know before you go to college. There's several different types of parties. I think that y'all get that vibe from me on my channel. But you have the kickback. Those are great upperclassmen years. They're also really great freshman year too. There's a lot of kickbacks during the school week, because then it's like, I'm not going out, I'm just hanging out with my friends. If there's music, weed, and alcohol, it's a kickback. So especially if there's more than like 4 people, it's a kickback. I'm just saying. And kickbacks to me are considered parties. So should you be going to a kickback on a school night when your work is not done? Probably not. That's just my opinion. So you've got kickbacks. Then you've got house parties. You've got promoted parties. Those are the kind of parties where you literally have to pay. There's going to be a ticket, probably a bouncer at the door. It's in a venue. You probably want to Uber there, or like, you know, catch a ride with some friends. What other kind of parties are? You have darties, which are day parties, which is basically like a college cookout. So there is no food. Sometimes there's food, but not usually. There's usually, okay, if it's a Q darty, expect some chicken. But other than that, don't really expect any food. You go like you're dressed to a cookout. I mean, y'all know me, I go like this anywhere. But anyway, you go like you're gonna go to a cookout. For there to be music. Sometimes people dance, sometimes people stand around. You talk, people play cards, beer pong. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of different parties. So yeah, I think we've talked enough about that and we can move on. Is that all that I wanted to say? Yeah, time management skills, that's important. And if you must party on the weekdays, make sure that you know, there's two things that you can do. One, make sure that you don't have morning classes, or two, make sure that you know how to wake up early. I'm the kind of person where once I get in a routine, I can wake up 8 a.m. every morning, 9 a.m. if I want to sleep in, you know, like I'll try and sleep in and then at 9 o'clock on the dot, I'll wake up. Like that's just the kind of person that I am. So it's nothing for me to have morning classes, but if you can't do it, don't play yourself. Number 6 is to be ready to embark on a self journey. If you're going to attend an HBCU and you've never been surrounded by an enormous amount of educated, successful Black people, I think that honestly, like, you will be in shock. Many students at HBCUs feel pressure, I feel like, to be perfect because their peers seem to always have it together. Like that's just especially at the top HBCUs. Oops, sorry. I feel like that's a stigma that, I don't know, I feel like it floats at a lot of different institutions. Everybody's gonna seem like they have it together. Baby girl, nobody got it together, okay? Some people are better off than others, but that, like, don't disqualify yourself. So no matter what somebody makes it seems like on their resume or on Instagram, like, nobody's perfect, nobody has it 100% together. So don't like doubt yourself. There are gonna be times when you feel like you're not doing enough or you're not doing good enough. You're doing fine. You're doing fine, sweetie. Like, I promise you, you're doing fine. There's gonna be times when you're gonna be lacking some self-confidence. There's gonna be some times when you may wanna give up. There's gonna be some times when you may wanna seek into a little bit of depression. Like, I've never heard so many Black people be so open about mental health issues until I was on a HBCU campus. Cause I'm like, wow. So y'all feel the pressure too. Like, the pressure is intense. But I will say this, and I wrote this down, so I'm gonna read off this just because, you know, when you write something so well, I can't say it again. I said this adversity at HBCUs is crucial in any college student's matriculation, because it forces you to truly discover what it is about yourself that makes you so special and that will make you work hard and force you to succeed against all odds. That's literally, I feel like, the purpose of HBCUs. It's like, are you gonna use this to better yourself or to break yourself down? So yeah, once you learn that about yourself, I feel like you'll really be able to accomplish anything that you want, not only on your institution's campus, but really in life. You have to go through that in order to grow through that. Did y'all like that? Oh, number 7. This again should have been up at the top, but I feel like this video is getting long, so I'm gonna try and speed up, wrap it up. Sister girl, brother man, don't get your hopes up for HBCU love. I know, I'm sad about it too. And I'm not saying that it can't happen. It's possible, but you cannot go in thinking that you're gonna meet your Dwayne or your Whitley, or this is about, like, it doesn't happen like that. Like, I don't know why they did this to us on TV, but it's not like that in real life. I'm gonna have a video coming up about the, I don't know, maybe 10 different kind of guys that you can expect to meet in college. And we'll leave the tea sipping for later. But yeah, I'm not saying that it's not gonna happen, because it does happen for a lot of people in college, but that shouldn't be your main priority. Again, priorities, because if you go looking for it, the chances are that you won't find it. I say here that my advice is just to be the person that you want to fall in love with. I think that that's really the key, because so many times people are like, they're looking for it, and then it's like, even if you did find it, you wouldn't be ready anyway, because you don't even know how to love yourself. Ain't that a shame? And make sure, ladies and gentlemen, excuse me, and gentlemen, that you're keeping your morals in check. Y'all know I say this like really in all of my college advice videos, because you'll be surprised. People will test you, and if you do not know before you come in, like, okay, like, do I mind sleeping with somebody on the first date? Like, do I even have to be asked out, or is chilling like cool with me? Like, what are your morals? What are your standards? Because I feel like these fellas out here are playing. And fellas, you gotta be careful too, because these girls are hip to the game now, and they will play you too. Like, do you want to be the kind of girl that wants to play guys? Is that what you want to do? Guys, do you want to be the type of guy that plays girls? Don't be. Please don't be. Don't break her heart. Don't do it. But you gotta know before you go in. Okay, this is the last thing I'm gonna say about love, because I know y'all gonna come at me like, oh, she just saying that because she's salty because she don't got a boyfriend. No, I don't got a boyfriend. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, like, if I wanted to, I could. And I'm not just saying that like, oh my god, like, girl, no, like, something about me is that I make sure that I don't settle. Oops. I'm very quick to ask myself questions like, can I see myself growing with this person? Do I really like this person? Okay, if they didn't have this, this, and this, like, would I like this person? If so-and-so wasn't hyping me up so much, would I have even? No, probably not. No. So guess what? It ain't nothing to cut that off. I'm just saying, that's just me. This person may be XYZ, or have XYZ, or look like XYZ, but if they're not the right person for me, like, I'm not gonna waste my time, because then you're blocking your blessing for somebody who could come along who would be perfect for you. Number 8, being successful at an HBCU is a lot more than a GPA. And I'm gonna try and break this down, because I feel like this really is one of those things where it's different. I keep like, you know, I forget that this hair is like, you know. Anyway, it's different from going to a PWI, because I feel like that's probably what makes people pop in. I don't know, I've never been, but I don't like, probably the valedictorian is like the guy. Woo. Yeah, well, if there's one thing that you should know about attending an HBCU, is that the students there are some of the most outgoing, creative, charismatic, smart individuals that you will ever meet. Like, seriously, it's crazy. And there will be people who write books, there will be people who make YouTube videos, there will be people who will be national pageant queens, there will be people whose parents are famous, there will be people who are literally famous, literally on your campus. And the key is not to be discouraged by how amazing that other people are, but instead to get inspired by how amazing these other people are, and the fact that you get the opportunity to share the same space as them. Because the thing is, and this is what I believe, when you are surrounded by greatness, you can be great too. So you can accomplish these things as well. In my opinion, the best students at HBCUs are the well-rounded ones, the ones who are smart in class, but also leaders in the community and also in campus organizations. I believe that they should be creative in their own space. They're leaders in the sense that they don't follow other people or follow what the campus deems as successful. They're just doing their own thing, helping them get to their end goal as soon as possible, you know? And most importantly, these people should be, you know, nice, wholesome, genuine people. Join clubs, do community service, start your own business, write a book. The world is your oyster, because you are an HBCU student and you are surrounded by greatness. I really feel like I could have ended it there, but I'm not done yet. So number 9 is that you have to make your experience worth it. Once again, this goes into, I feel like HBCU students lack the exposure to a lot of things that PWI students are exposed to. However, there are many things that your institution is probably exposed to that no other institution, HBCU or PWI, is exposed to. So you have to make the most out of what you are provided. So my overall advice for like this number is not to expect for things to be handed to you, because again, at HBCUs, you gotta grind. Like, you gotta want it, you gotta go for it, you gotta work for it. There will be just as many opportunities as there will be obstacles. That's like the quote of the year. I don't know what I was on when I wrote this, but that is so real. At the end of your 4 years, it will be your decision if you were members of clubs and honor societies, if you were the campus queen, if you were a student athlete. These things are offered to you, but they're not required of you. Therefore, you must make the choice of what kind of student you want to be. Once you know, don't second guess yourself, because again, there will be a lot of obstacles, but there will be just as many opportunities. So self-doubt can get in the way and tell you that you can't do it, but you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Number 10, this is an important one. Speaking of God, all professors are not created equally. And this is something that I wish people would have told me going into an HBCU. Again, the grind is different. It's a little bit grimy, okay? All professors are not equal. You would be less than smart if you did not research your professor before you took your classes. You would be less than smart because every professor is not the same. You can literally take an easy class with a hard professor, or you could take a hard class with an easy professor. It's all about that in transcript, honey. It's about that GPA. Do you want the A or not? Get it how you can. And I get it. I'm all for, I really want to learn the information. I really want to know at the end of the day that I know this stuff. However, too many L's and you ain't gonna learn nothing else, because you're never gonna go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get into medical school, grad school, law school, wherever you want to go, because you're getting D's, so busy learning. That's just my preference. Use your own judgment, but I'm just letting you know how the HBCU game works, okay? Some professors require you to be in their face all day. Some professors don't like you in their face at all, because they're gonna think that you're a suck up and you know it all, and then they're gonna grade you even harder. Like, you have to know your professors. Get to know them quick. And the best way to do that is by asking somebody else. Before you even step in their classroom, you can be the ideal student that they like, so that way you can get that A. And this is, again, your opinion, but I'm just putting you on to some game. Learn the art of finessing. Ooh, finessing, because it's sad, but every student doesn't earn every grade that they get. And again, I learned this pretty late, but some people beg, some people bribe, some people do some crazy things for them grades. And again, that's not my business, and I don't do that. I don't beg, okay? But if you feel like you deserve a better grade on an assignment, it does not hurt to ask, okay? The only person that you are hurting is yourself. Just always be respectful, always be kind. I always hear these stories about people popping off on their teachers and getting the grade. It didn't work for me. So it may not work for you. Gotta know the teacher, gotta know the professor, gotta know the situation, gotta know your personality, gotta know your history. Like, everybody's different. But just know that things are a little bit different at HBCUs, okay? You can kind of finesse and get grades and receive better grades, because, and it's sad to see somebody and you like, hold up. We're working together all semester. I got this on all my tests and you got this on all your tests. How did you get this in the class and I got this in the class? You're gonna be so mad, and it's literally gonna be because they asked and you didn't. I'm letting y'all know now. All right, y'all, so I think that is enough for this video. I think I've talked enough. I think the overall gist is just, don't think about it too much, okay? Put a little bit of Drake in there. It's okay to know what you want to do, what you want to accomplish, where you want to be at the end of your 4 years in college. I want you to know that. But as long as you know that you also have to work towards that goal without stressing yourself out, without causing yourself to spiral into depression, like seriously, and without stepping on other people to get there. When you graduate, you want to be proud of yourself, not only because of what you did, but how you did it. So just relax. Don't be one of those people who are hard to work with, but understand that things are gonna work out in due time. So yes, it's gonna bring me to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you gained something from this and I wasn't just talking with a beat face the whole time, even though, do y'all like the hair? I never do short hair. I thought this hair was gonna be so short. It's not even that short, but it's short for me, you know? It's not 26 inches. Anyway, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you share it, okay? I think this is the kind of video that you can share on your timeline for other people. And make sure you subscribe if you want more of these videos. I'm going to be filming a couple of these today. I haven't done this in so long. This was fun. I enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it? Did you feel like we were sitting and chatting and just, I'm your big sister, just giving you some advice? That's what I'm here for. So yeah, if you want more of this, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Hey.